So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to talk about some marathon strengthening or just running strengthening exercises that you can do either here at the fitness center or some stuff you can even do at home. The first exercise that I'm going to go through is a supine lying hip bridge. Great strengthener for the glutes, a little bit of the adductors, which are the inside of the thigh, and a little bit of hamstring as well. What I have here is I have just a mat and I have a Bosu trainer that I'm going to use for this particular exercise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and lie on my back. I'm going to keep my feet on the ball, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drive my hips to the ceiling. When I get to the top, I'm trying to squeeze my glutes, and then I'm going to return back down. You can hold for about a 2 to 3 count for seconds at the top, and then just return back down. So 1, 2, 3, and down. Just maintain your breathing. Good. And rest. So this next exercise that I'm going to do, it's a single leg deadlift with a reach out in front. It's really going to be targeting the hamstring, high hamstring, a little bit of glute activation. Also working the proprioceptive muscles in your ankles, which is actually huge for a runner. It'll help stabilize the knee as well. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that now. So all you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and try to balance on one leg. You're going to draw forward. You're going to try to raise your arms out in front of you. And you're going to reach. And you're going to come back to start. So this next exercise I'm going to show you is actually a stretching exercise. Very important as a runner to try to keep your hips mobile. The mobility in your hips is very, very important. As a runner, you're going to tend to get a little bit of tightness in your hip flexors. So this exercise here will really try to go through a good range through your hips so you get good mobility and really try to stretch out those hip flexors, and also get a little bit of lower back on one side as well. I think that was okay. And we're going to go ahead and you're going to take a step out. Okay, it has to be a pretty long step out. You're going to drop down to one knee. Hands are going to go on the instep. Once your hands are on the instep, you can draw forward a little bit by driving. I'm driving my right knee forward. And then with the inside hand, you want to rotate to the inside of your leg, and you want to reach straight up to the ceiling. You can hold it there for a moment, come back down, and then you can come back up. And then what you can do is you can step out and move to the other side. Step out. After your hands are down, you want to shift forward, shift through your hips, really going to get that hip flexor, and then you can go ahead and reach. This next exercise is another strengthener. What we're going to try to do here is try to really focus on the quadriceps, so the front part of your upper thigh. Here I'm using a TRX suspension trainer. So what I'm going to do with it is I want to have a TRX set, so it's about 1.5 feet off the floor. I'm going to go ahead and slip one leg in. Okay, I'm going to make sure that I scoot pretty close to where the anchor lies. And then all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to try to stay real compact. And I'm going to try to go down and try to touch either side of my shoe. And then I'm going to try to return back up. So by staying compact, it really, really loads the quadriceps. Again, a good strengthener when you're talking about total body or lower leg strengthening for runners.